It better be no filter news and talk. It better be no filter news and talk. It better be no filter news and talk. It better.
I guess you had a daughter when you first went in?
Yeah, I had a daughter when I first went in. She was 5. When I came home, she was 29.
Okay. So what was it like to do that many years and then suddenly walk out and be kind of reacclimated into the outside world again?
It was strange. You know, my granddaughter by my other child, who ain't never seen me before, knew how to work a phone better than I did.
So, your other child, who, I don't know if he said his other child haven't seen him before, or the granddaughter who haven't seen him before. So, however, he said other child. He never said male or female. He just said my other child. He said I had a daughter. And then later on down the line in the conversation, he said my other child, my granddaughter by my other child, who I never seen before, know how to work a phone better than I do. Now y'all heard this because he never said if it was a boy or a girl, the other child. And where am I going with this? Y'all know I'm going somewhere with this. See, to me, KERRY's story never added up. And to a bunch of people, KERRY's story never added up. I'm sorry. I mean, we tried to make it make sense, but it just didn't make sense. I mean, you claim you knew Nipsey. You claim you didn't know Nipsey. And it's some things that he just failed to mention. And what am I saying? Y'all like, I know y'all like, just spit it out already. But it's some things that he failed to mention that was very important. So I want y'all to know that. Now, maybe this is a nephew. Maybe this is a son. But there's another KERRYlathan that's a very younger KERRYlathan at the age of 27 who got locked up the day Nipsey died. Yes, he got locked up March 31st, 2019. They locked this KERRYlathan up. That's in California. Locked him up for a felony. He got a $135 bond. $135,000 bond. And allegedly, this is him. I could be wrong. He's sporting that Crenshaw. Ain't that BigU gear? Uh-huh. Now, this is him. His name is KERRYlathan. And he kind of favor KERRY. So, allegedly, I'm just going to say that. He has no release date. He was locked up minutes after Nipsey was shot in California. How freaking ironic is that? And now here is the other KERRYlathan. Now here's the KERRYlathan who we just heard from. That's 56. He's been dismissed. His case was dismissed. He's out. Okay? He's out. We got that KERRYlathan. But nobody said anything about this other KERRYlathan. How strange is that? Is that his son or isn't it? Was he there or wasn't he? That's strange. That somebody has some failure to tell. Isn't that ironic? Okay, but peep this, because I want people to be clear. Maybe when they was looking for the other KERRYlathan, the one that we heard from, the one that's been in the news, maybe they picked him up because they have the same name. Right? That's a strong possibility. But he's still locked up. They ain't let this little nigga go. He's still locked up. He has no release date. He's got $135,000 bond. He's still there. He goes to court May 20th, 2019. That ain't a red flag to you. That should be a red flag, because that's a red flag to me. That's very valuable information. So, is that your son? Or isn't it, nigga? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is that your son? Y'all got the same name. And y'all heard him, how he said, my other child. He never said if it was a boy or girl. He purposely withheld that information. He purposely withheld that information. And that seems about right, because this boy, black male, is 27 years old. He's 27. So, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. They locked him up too. See, they locked KERRY up too. They didn't lock him up because he was dealing with a felon. They didn't lock him up, that's my opinion. They didn't lock him up for that. They locked him up for involvement, and probably couldn't pin nothing on him, so they let him go. Or just, you know how they do. They let you go till they build a case around you, and then they hang your ass, pretty much. But they didn't let this other KERRY go, who was locked up the day Nipsey died. He got locked up minutes after Nipsey died, which only leads me to believe that Nipsey's shop probably was under surveillance, other surveillance. You know, could have been from the FBI. We already know that his relationship with the police, we from reports that it wasn't too good. You know, they kept fucking with him. We get that. But also, this guy got locked up the same day, around the same time. So Nipsey's shop could have been under surveillance, and they saw what happened. They saw what happened, and they picked him up. Picked him up immediately. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, but I think this is valuable information. Rather, whoever believe it or not, this is valuable information that they failed to tell again. But like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.